to Heart Live, Interviews from the Heart. Tonight we have Thomas Clodfelter. He's originally from Lexington, North Carolina. Those of you from Lexington may remember him as Stinky. I'm interviewing him tonight. He wants to talk about living with HIV. So those of you from Lexington may know him of having HIV. He has not been home in 30 years until tonight. So it's been 30 years since you've been home. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
It's good to see you.
Always.
So, how you been doing?
Hey, I'm great. Life is good. On top of the dirt. God's grace and mercy. I'm good.
You look good.
Thank you.
So again, it was just kind of touching because I haven't seen him in over 30 years, and for him to be here tonight after 30 years to tell his story and to enlighten all of you who's out there who may be living with HIV and don't know it, who may be living with HIV and do know it but won't express it to the world. So the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you find out? I mean, when you took a test, how did you find out? Were you sick? I mean, did you feel sick first, or you had a test, or just what made you get tested?
Well, everybody knows that I went to prison in 1980, got out in 87, came home, and no, I'm not gay, I'm not bi, I love women, and I slept with my old high school girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
And didn't have, I mean, hey, she's my old high school girlfriend, didn't use any protection. And of course, this is Lexington Barbecue Festival, home of the Barbecue Festival. Red Cross, I'm A positive, blood, type, went in, donated blood, didn't think anything about it, just wanting to help somebody. 6 months later, got a certified letter in the mail saying come to the health department.
And this is in what year?
1990.
1990.
And go to the health department. She said, do you know who you've been involved with? Yeah. You've been exposed to HIV and hepatitis B. I mean, what do you do? I mean, life. You deal with it or you don't deal with it. Passed out in the health department, woke up. Next thing was discussing about treatment, medicines. I took the treatment, forget the medicines. I'm a black man. I come from the street, born and raised in the street. You can't use me as an experiment. Went to treatment, received treatment, went back to the street. Of course, I just came home from prison, homeless, hustling, working at Western Steer on I-85. Quit my job, wasn't in any education in the workplace, and just went back straight hustling, selling drugs, and, hey, doing me.
Okay, so you went back to hustling and doing you. So at that time, you know that you have HIV.
Mm-hmm.
So when you woke up in the mornings from that point, knowing you had it, you just did you want to give up, or were you in denial? You know,
it ain't about being about in denial. It's just about finding you.
I mean, at that time.
It's just like learning how to walk again or whatever. I mean, a situation has happened. You taking your time, you and God and yourself. You ain't even putting anybody else in it. I had to figure out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it, when I wanted to do it. But everything is on God's time anyway. Things happen for a reason. So it was basically just, hey, I'll deal with it, and if I get treatment, I get treatment. If things get better, it get better. It wasn't like saying suicide. It was just me, transparent man. Hey, it's my situation, my dealings. I got this.
Okay, so once you were alerted that you had HIV, you knew right then where you got it from.
Yes.
Did you approach her?
I had to. We was living together.
So did she get tested?
She had to.
So fast forward today. Have you seen her? Have you talked to her? Or?
I haven't seen her since it happened.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you said you only got treatment, right? You didn't want to do the meds right then. When did you decide that you was going to start You're gonna do the meds and go on with the process.
I didn't have any other choice to do the meds. I was at the Salisbury Correctional Center, Pumpkin Patch. I had just received 4.5 years for drug charge. I caught pneumocystis pneumonia.
Oh wow.
Almost died. My eyes was red as our shirts. I was in a bad situation. And my bishop and my pastor came and prayed on me. And on a real, being in prison as a black man, you're ward of the state. If you die, your parents, they have to pay for your body. My people didn't have no money. So that was what woke me up. I wasn't going to die in prison. You wasn't going to put me in a pine box and put me down in the basement. I deserved better than that. So I got on the medicines, and here I am.
Okay, so what made you decide to move away from Lexington?
You didn't have anything here. Wasn't no agency, wasn't no support. I didn't tell but one person when I found out, and that was Tara Simmons, who is now Tara Watkins.
Right.
Our new elected official, Joy Watkins' wife. She was the only one knew. And Queen, who we lost, my sister. May you rest in peace, Queen.
Rest in peace, Queen.
And it was the only one who knew. And when you don't have that support, you're a product of this town. And stigma, discrimination, and cruelty, that's one of the worst things you can give to a person who is living with HIV or cancer or any other situation or whatever they're going through. Because they need their family, they need their friends, and they need their support, period. But I was staying with Queen up behind Winston Road, and nobody knew I left. White guy had told me about Triad Health Project in Greensboro, North Carolina. And before I left, I got down on my knees and I prayed and I told God, I said, okay, God, here we is. We're going to do this. And I left and I said, I'm going to be the best activist, and I'm going to achieve, and I'm going to be what I have set for myself to be, and I'm going to be one of the last ones standing when they find a cure. And I've been trained, I'm certified. I've been through hell with this disease. From not taking any medicine, from taking 26 pills a day, from 12 pills a day, 3 pills a day, and I'm taking 1 pill a day.
Now you're taking 1 a day? 1
a day. Medicine's expensive, treatment is expensive. I've had to fight for Medicaid, I've had to fight for Section 8, I've had to fight for SSI. I lost every damn thing I had when I went to prison. It's about being a man, it's about being strong. It's about being or not caring what anybody think. Because if you ain't getting up off your butt doing what I'm doing, if you ain't getting up off your butt speaking truth, speaking facts, and letting it be known, because it ain't about sex. It ain't about being hidden. And I understand and know people, and you know, I've been doing this so long now. Everybody ain't where I'm at yet. And I'm the voice for them. I'm the voice that go to the legislators. I'm the voice that go to the White House. I'm the voice that goes to the Senate. Lee Storrow, Jacqueline Kleinmore, Evelyn Faust. Some of the great people that I've worked for, Triad Health Project, my organization, Mark Cassidy, Sickle Cell Agency, Senator Gladys Robertson, Dr. Robinson. I mean, you name it, on and on and on. I've truly been blessed. And the reason why is because, like I said, coming from Lexington, not knowing what I was walking into going to Greensboro, not knowing mindset of people, but I knew that I had to take and leave Greensboro, leave Lexington, in order to be and achieve what I needed. I had to mature into this. It had to be nurtured, and it was what God intended on me and for me to be and where I am. I mean, because I don't feel like I would have achieved it here. I actually feel like I would have died here.
Why?
See, a lot of people don't know my life. They don't know my story. But all they had to do was ask. Because shortly after being diagnosed, I went back to smoking crack. I was smoking diamond-sized rocks. I was smoking $1,000 a day worth of crack. My best smoking partner was my mother's sister's son. Right on, off Factory Drive. And, the day that I left Greensboro, left Lexington in 1994, was the day that I never put another rock on the pipe. I got 29 years clean. I just celebrated 30 years of living with HIV on the 21st. This disease is serious, y'all. This disease... Okay.
Because I do have some questions. So you said you started smoking crack.
Mm-hmm.
So during the time, and maybe you remember, when you were smoking, during the times you were high, did you think about the fact you had HIV? Would that make you smoke more, or you just wanted to get high?
I wasn't even smoking. I mean, it wasn't even about the HIV to smoke crack.
Okay.
It was just me living my life. I don't even think about the HIV now. I get up every day just like it ain't even there. Because I'm not living with it. It's living with me. Thanks to my medicines, my treatment, adherence to my medicine, my treatment, and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm not out here trying to pass it to nobody or not.
Okay, let me ask you something else. So a lot of people are not aware of, like, you know, they say it's HIV and AIDS. What is the difference between HIV and AIDS?
AIDS is the virus that causes HIV.
So the person has has AIDS.
You can live with AIDS. There's treatment, medications. I know people who are living with full-blown AIDS right now, and I don't even like the word full-blown AIDS because it should be that they're just living because they're living. They're not dying or nothing. But I know people right now that's still living. It's all on you. Because if you continue with your extracurricular behavior, the drugs, the alcohol, which takes away from the medicine and the treatment and what it's supposed to do, you're not going to live. Those people, to me, are the ones who want to give up. I encourage any and everybody, men, women, child, everybody I encounter who's living with HIV, I give them the strength that I have. I give them the strength that I carry with me every day. I empower them, and I want them to live, and I let them know I care about them. I'll walk it with them. 100%. Because if I can do it, you can do it. You ain't got to be where I'm at on the front line. I'm your voice.
Right.
I'm the face they see. You're going to still get your funding. You're going to get your medicine. You're going to get your treatment. You're going to have access to housing. I'm going to see to that. I will bend over backwards. All I want you to do is take your medicines, eat right, sleep right, do what you're supposed to do. And you can get these 30 years too.
So, tell us what, for you to, like, what is a bad day for you? Say a bad day. Did you feeling that, when you're feeling not feeling good? What are the symptoms when you're not feeling good? Like, it's a bad day for you.
There's no bad day for me.
It's never a day that your body is, never.
You know what's bad for me? An ignorant society. People. My people. Not white people. My people is my own enemies. My people are my own displeasure. I ride the GTA bus in Greensboro. I don't have a car. Black folks would get up from beside me on the bus. They would turn their nose up at me. They would stare at me.
Yeah, you said, because there's a lot of people that's ignorant to it. A lot of people think if they touch your hand, they smoke a cigarette after you. If you sit on a stool, you know, when you hear, I'm just being honest, because I've heard. When you hear people that have HIV, a lot of people don't even want to be around you, like you said. I mean, they don't know the education behind it. And they feel like, you know, just touching you, just touching your hand, you know, they don't want to touch you. People that don't know.
Nisi, I'm 59 years old, and I've been out here a long time. I was raised by a great woman, and this disease has been around 30 years. When it first surfaced, yeah, we should be way past that.
Way past that, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I do this for a living. I breathe, eat, and sleep this every day. It don't make no sense for my own people, black folks, to be so ignorant.
Yeah.
And it just pisses me off. Because you know why? Every single day I encounter black folks who haven't had the strength to say that they lost a loved one until they have encountered me.